Boom. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Nick. This is John.
What's going on,
And
everybody?
we're back for another episode. It's sports talk, talk interference, whatever we want to call it. I don't care. We're just talking sports. So let's go, guys.
You know what it is.
We missed week 2. My fault. I was busy. All good. We're on week 3 now. Do you want to talk a little bit about week 2? And we can talk about some of the bigger games that we thought, some of the highlights that were really important for week 2.
Yeah, man. Let's definitely talk about it. I'll go ahead and put it out there first thing. I mean, I keep saying to myself, "Oh, it'll be this year. It'll be last year. It'll be the year before that." But man, Tom Brady. I mean, this guy. I mean, we can't talk about that guy enough. I mean, 5 touchdowns. What, 44, 45. I don't know how old he is. I mean, he might be playing better right now than he's ever played his whole career, Nick.
Yeah, the guy doesn't seem to be aging, man. I don't know. Do you find the fountain of youth for NFL football quarterback position, man? I don't know, bro.
It's that pliability, man. It's that whatever he's doing, eating that avocado ice cream and all that crazy shit that he's doing. You know what I mean?
For real. Man, I cannot say enough of like how I'm not the biggest fan of Tom Brady, but I can't take away from how great the guy plays, man. And it drives me crazy because I know he's the reliable quarterback in these positions. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. And you say you don't like him. You think I like him? You know how many times he beat us in the AFC Championship, bro? You know what I mean? And I know you got a thing for him when he knocked out Seattle in the Super Bowl that year. That's what. So
yeah.
But there's not a team in the NFL that he hasn't like hurt their fans. He's going to everybody, bro.
No doubt, no doubt.
And much I hate to say it, Nick, I don't think we'll ever see nobody we'll never see this again. So never. I'm starting to think that we better enjoy it while we can.
Yeah, I'm kind of starting to embrace the Tom Brady as much as I don't like him. The fact that when he went to Tampa last year and won the Super Bowl, like I'm like, all right, man, like he doesn't need Belichick. He's Tom Brady, bro. Like he is Tom Brady. The Falcons didn't play good at all. So man. I don't think they looked. They were pressured by the defense in Tampa Bay. I think Tampa Bay ended up scoring a couple defensive touchdowns, if not just at least one. Yeah, 2 pick sixes. So I mean, the defense alone can keep this team alive.
They're stacked, bro. JPP, you know what I mean? The Dominican Sue.
Yeah.
They got guys everywhere, bro. They just Denzel Ward.
It's crazy. It's crazy in the backfield there. They've got their offensive line or defensive line like Devin White.
Devin White's a linebacker, bro. He's a freak. He covers the whole field.
It's insane. Yeah, I don't really know what else to add on that. I mean, 2 quarterback pressures from what I'm reading, and almost 27 pass rush snaps on what's his name? Matt Ryan, sorry. So, I mean, the defense was on it. Tom Brady is the GOAT. Look at them for easy playoff run.
Oh, bro, I'm telling you. So, changing gears, let's we can touch on our teams a little bit. How our teams both wet the bed this week, So
yeah, man. I'll start with the Seahawks. Is when we were creating in the first episode the records that we thought that our team were going to have.
Yep.
I had the Seahawks losing this game. Yep. When they were up by as much as they were at the half, I was like, there's no way.
They were up by like 16, I think, or something like that.
I was like, there's no way they lose this. They're firing on all cylinders. They look great. And then the second half comes, and it seemed like they just sleptwalked through the whole thing. Like they were sleepwalking and just trying to gun it down the field. DK Metcalf had so many drop balls. I don't know why they keep targeting. Dude,
I hate to say this, but that's been a thing of his.
The number 1 wide receiver here. Let's not get that twisted.
That's been an issue of his since he came in the league, though.
Yeah, he dropped so many passes in that game. Tyler Lockett is the number 1 receiver. Don't get that twisted.
I agree 100%.
I don't
I
feel
believe is
like
number
they
2 in the
established a
league.
very good run game either while Derrick Henry was running all over them.
Oh man, that is like a varsity against junior varsity out there the way he was running the ball.
Yeah, man.
And what I was gonna say was, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Tyler Lockett is number 2 in the league right now in receiving yards.
I wouldn't be surprised by that. He's been catching long bombs. He's been the one that you look for downfield when he's airing the ball. This is going to Lockett.
That's true. And Russell throws a good deep ball.
Yeah, man. And he puts it in the position of where the receiver can catch it and nobody else can touch it. And I mean, that's not always, but he's really, really, really good at that. So,
and I expected them to have a bounce back game. After last week, they lost that week. They were probably ready to come in and but it is hard to come. Y'all were playing in Seattle, right?
Yeah. Well, no, we're in Minnesota next week.
No, I'm talking about when y'all played Tennessee this week.
Yeah, we lost at home, which is major.
Y'all usually don't lose, but maybe 2 games a year at home, if that.
Yeah. And like I said, I had them losing this one because I value how much Derrick Henry is in the run game, and I know the Seahawks defense well enough to say, like, they have nights where they can stop him for sure. But the majority of the time, I'm seeing Derrick Henry run all over them. If we played that back again, Derrick Henry's still getting 100 yards.
I feel like, from my opinion, unbiased about the Seahawks, I feel like y'all go if Russell doesn't score a lot of points, y'all not like. I feel like y'all go as far as Russell takes you right now.
Absolutely. And that's what drives me insane about the MVP votes with this. And I'm not saying like he deserves MVP every year, but the guy barely even gets looked at. And he puts the team on his back.
He does. It'll probably be Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers again.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on that? On game?
The Seahawks game? I was a little surprised. I mean, I didn't expect Derrick Henry to do all that. You know what I mean? But honestly, when y'all were I've said about Tennessee, they're not a team built to come from behind. So I was really surprised when they came from behind after the second half. Maybe y'all just fell asleep second half. Y'all thought y'all had a big lead. You thought, they're not going to throw the ball. I don't know. I just definitely could go home and watch that tape and just get those whole. But I mean, it's Derrick Henry, man. He does that. He's a horse, bro. I mean, that guy's a freak of nature out there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Right. Well, y'all be okay. In the ESPN Power Rankings, they still have y'all ranked number 6. I don't see. The power rankings can be a little funny sometimes, but I mean,
like I said, I'm not sweating this loss. Like I had them losing this game anyway, but I was surprised that they had the lead as much as they did at one point, and then the fact that they came back the way that they did. I mean, we missed an extra point, which really doesn't happen very often, and that could have easily. I want to touch on the Russell Wilson tackle in the for the safety.
Yeah,
it wasn't a safety, but in my eyes, I thought that was a safety, and that was Tennessee winning. I saw that and I was like, "Shoot, this game's over, bro."
Yeah.
I don't know what you saw, but it looked like a safety to me.
I thought it was a safety,
for sure.
But nowadays, with the refs and stuff like that, you never know what they're gonna call.
Yeah,
they're pretty. They can be pretty egregious sometimes.
So talk to me about the Steelers and Las Vegas.
Well, I took off work just to watch that game, and you see, much I hate to say it, man, I've been riding with Ben for a long, long time, bro. My whole 17 years. I'm 30 years old, so since I was basically almost 15, 13 years old, I've been watching Ben. And I hate to say it, but I think I'm glad it's his swan song. He's not looking too good. And then it's no coincidence that as soon as TJ Watt leaves the game, our defense just falls apart. You know what I mean? He's the anchor of our defense. He makes it the whole thing go. And it was just Ben looked bad. Our receivers looked bad. Najee Harris has just turned into a horse. He's played every snap, both games almost. I don't know. We got to do something. I mean, Ben's not looking good. I mean, I don't know, but, I don't like to overreact. Like you said, it's just 1-1. And the Raiders seem to be playing good football right now. Who knows? You know what I mean? But for them to come in to our stadium and knock us off like that, and Ben got hurt, TJ's hurt, I mean, come on, that's not a good look. I just got news today. I talked to Mike Tomlin, and he called me and said that Ben will be playing this Sunday. I talked to the doctors, and they said that it's just a strain in the pec. It's not a full tear or anything strain or that muscle. It's just a little strain. So Ben's going to be able to go. And Ben is tough as they come. That's always been his career.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I don't know. And it ain't like we have a better option with Dwayne Haskins and Mason Rudolph behind them. I don't know. I'm hoping TJ Watt. We need TJ Watt back. That defense has to keep us in the game. That's how we're gonna have to win games. And even though, let's give more credit to the Raiders, man. Derek Carr leading the league in passing yards right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Normally, when I look at Derek Carr, I don't hate Derek Carr. I actually really like the guy. But the last few seasons, I really thought that the spotlight needs to be on him and be like, hey, maybe this is the reason why we aren't winning the games that we're supposed to. And then he turns around the first 2 weeks of this season. I'm like, damn, okay. Like, you're playing above average right now. Like, you're playing some good football.
Yeah. It was a tough loss.
My only issue is with the Raiders right now. And I think they look actually pretty decently. Hold on. We got a comment. I want to pop it up here.
Yeah.
Arizona shut Henry down the week before, though. You're right. Yeah,
but that's true. But Seattle's defense isn't as good as Arizona's defense.
No, and that's very true.
That D-line over there is stacked.
Yeah, Arizona's. I think they might win the division, man. I'm putting it on Arizona.
The Niners are 2-0.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. It's crazy. I mean, okay, so let's get back to the Raiders here real quick. I like that in week 1 they took Baltimore to overtime, and the comeback win. They came out on the field and they were all parading that they won the game and it was over, and then the refs are like,
"Nah, they no way." Bring it back.
So it was really cool. I like seeing that. It looks like, and even all the stuff I said about Derek Carr before, the guy is clutch. Like, he's in the league. He's in the league rankings of like most fourth quarter comebacks or bringing the team back or overtime wins, something like that. He's in the rankings there. He's a great quarterback.
Yeah, but I think he only has one playoff game ever.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. My biggest problem is with them right now is I need to see him to start spreading the ball around more. Darren Waller is not the only target on this team.
So far, that's all he needs. It's like Gronk. Just throw the Gronk, you'll be fine. You don't got to throw nobody else.
Yeah.
Did you see where Gronk came out and said that he don't watch tape, that he just asked Tom Brady what to do?
No.
He said he don't watch no tape. He just goes up and Tom gives him like a little rundown of like what's going on before the game.
Beautiful. I like that.
But yeah, man, Raiders seem to be doing okay, but it's still so early.
It is really still early, but we were saying, and the same thing with the Seahawks is that this is one loss. I'm not taking this one and being like, it's the sink shipping or the ship sinking in Pittsburgh. Like, it's not a thing, man.
And I mean, to be honest with you, I don't have. I mean, man, this hurts my heart to say this, man. God damn, I don't have some Super Bowl aspirations this year.
Okay.
This is going to sound crazy. I want to keep Tomlin's streak alive. That's my goal right now.
I feel that.
The undefeated team. I want to win at least. I want to go. I want to keep his undefeated. His never have a losing season.
Yeah. I'm rooting for that.
And I still see us winning 9-10. I still see us winning 10 games.
Yeah. I don't doubt that at all. I think that'll still happen. This is just one game. Hopefully Big Ben can stay healthy enough to stay through the entire season, though.
I know, bro. And this might sound even crazier. I thought to myself, if Ben couldn't play this week, why not give Cam a shot? Bring Cam in. I mean, granted, he's not great, but I mean,
because it doesn't really seem to me that Cam Newton would fit into that scheme of their offense.
Yeah, but he has to do. Listen, Cam gonna get in where you got to fit in at this point.
I respect that absolutely. And I don't know if you watched that entire interview or the entire podcast that he did about the release.
Was him and his dad on the field?
Yeah, it was his dad. I really liked that. He wasn't sitting here pointing fingers the whole time and being like, they did this, they did that. he's actually kind of, in my opinion, pretty humble about it and being like, hey man, I'm still a quarterback. Somebody's gonna scoop me up eventually.
Yeah, he said that he don't think that there's 32 guys that are better than him.
Yeah.
But I think it's a lot of young quarterbacks in the league now. It's just, and we got Joe Burrow next week coming in, and that's not an easy game anymore, man. The Bengals used to be an easy win for us, but Cleveland, the Bengals, and I think our two divisions are the hardest divisions in football.
Aren't you guys 4? No, is it 5 wins in your guys' division?
I don't know.
I don't remember what it was, but yeah, in the NFC West, only the Seahawks have lost.
Yeah, no, I think the Ravens are 1-1. The Browns are 1-1, and so is Cleveland. We're all 1-1.
Okay.
And then the Ravens beating the Chiefs. That was a good game, man. That was a nice.
That's what I was gonna talk about next. That was how Lamar turned it up, man.
Yeah, that fumble helped them out in the end too, though.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what were your overall thoughts of that game?
I loved it. I like to see the Chiefs lose. So, even though I actually prefer to see the Ravens lose that game because they're in our division. But the Chiefs have been riding such a high horse the last couple of years. Nice to see them kind of knock down off that horse for a minute. Because last year they lost one game all season.
Right.
And so no, that's it. It's wide open right now. It's too early, bro. It's a week-to-week league, Nick. You know what I mean? You can't.
Absolutely.
And then look at the Packers. They look great. Granted,
last week was
they were playing the Lions. They were playing the Lions.
Right.
But Aaron Rodgers looked great. I think he threw like 5 incompletions or something like that at one point in the game.
Yeah, I think it was definitely less than 10, I believe. And he threw like 30-something passes.
I know, bro. That guy was on point, And then look at the Saints. Everybody was riding so high on the Saints, and they got knocked off. I forget who they lost to.
Carolina.
They're 2-0. The Panthers are 2-0. Sam Darnold feeling alive, back, revived up there in Carolina.
It was not Sam Darnold that was the issue with the Jets. It was the Jets with the issue.
Well, the Jets is where quarterbacks go to die. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that, dog. No matter how good you are, bro.
I like seeing Sam Darnold succeed like this. Like, I've never had a problem with the guy. I like him.
I'm not worried about them, but that's why. And their defense is one of the top ranked right now in the NFL too. Their front line is stacked.
Yep.
But yeah, man, the Packers look good. Like I said, it's a week-to-week league, man. We'll get a better gist of what's going on with the teams by about week 5 or 6.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
But how about the Rams, man? Y'all's division. The Rams are looking tough, bro.
Honestly, they're firing on all cylinders in my opinion, man. Like, I like, as much as I have the Rams as the division rival of the Seahawks, I like seeing Matt Stafford succeed because the guy has been wasted in Detroit. Megatron got wasted in Detroit. Like,
they owe him money. They owe him like $1.6 million.
Yeah, they did those two dirty so bad for so long that I actually kind of want to see Matt Stafford do well. And the Rams, honestly, take it for whatever it is. I think there's not all quarterbacks in the league could get plugged into the Rams, but you take a good handful of them and you could stick them there and somebody's going to succeed. The Rams are a great team put around together.
I understand,
Cooper Kupp went off, bro.
Who did?
Cooper Kupp.
Bro, it's Matthew Stafford, dog. That's how he needed a quarterback.
Yeah, man.
Listen, I'm on the Stafford train. Good, you know me, I'm a little bit older than you, I'm a little wiser, We're about like 2 years older than you, I think. Anyways, I watched Stafford play because a high school teammate of mine, maybe you heard of him, I don't know, AJ Green. He went to he was all right. He went to go play at Georgia, and Stafford was his quarterback there, his first and only year there.
Yeah,
it was Stafford's last year, AJ's first year, and Stafford was a Heisman hopeful that year. he's had a rocket since then, bro. He was number 1 draft pick. He was the last person to get in where they were giving the rookies like $100 million. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then they stopped that. They came in the next year. I think it was Cam who got screwed. There's like a cap now. They're going to get like $30 million or something like that. Right. But Stafford got in right before that, and I think he had enough money to buy all of Detroit at that point when he first got that contract. You know what I mean?
For real.
But no, man, I'm just happy football is back, bro. I mean, it's just something, make my Sundays, my Mondays, my Thursdays. And I know you don't watch college football, but I watch a lot of college football. And my Saturdays, just give me something to do. I cook, I plan, like hanging out with friends, hanging out with people, socializing, cooking, gathering around sports, around football. It's just so much a great time of the year, man.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. The group activity of it, like being able to, like, even you and I, we're not watching the games together, but we're like, occasionally texting each other and be like, oh dang, check that out. Like it's a group thing for me. I like it. So great time of the year.
Call me an asshole, call me what you want, but once my team loses, I want everybody's team to lose.
All right.
After we lost, I was like, I hope Tennessee beats the shit out of the Seahawks today.
Okay, I respect that.
And then I got a couple of friends who are Packers fans and a couple Giants fans. I don't worry about the Giants fans. I don't worry about them. I haven't worried about them since back. I don't even know what years that was. So long ago now.
Okay. You're killing me, man. All right, do you want to move on to week 3?
Sorry, let's move on to week 3. Let's do it. Yeah, no, we're good.
You wanted to get to?
Which one?
Was there anything in week 2 that you still wanted to get to, or you want?
No, not really. 3? Nothing. I mean, the Bills bounced back. The Rams look good. The Chiefs lost to the Ravens, but that was a who had the ball last type of game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And then who else? The Cardinals. They just keep rolling. I'm telling you, bro. We gotta talk about the Cardinals, Nick. Bro, we called it at the beginning of this season. They're gonna be scary when they sign all those good players in the offseason, bro. Kyler Murray is balling, bro. This is his 3rd year. He's really coming out of his shell, bro. I'm telling you.
There was one specific play I remember about that game where he was rolling out and he you could look at it and his feet were off of the ground and he was throwing it at the same time, not planted, and it just chucked it up in the air. I don't remember who caught it. It was probably DeAndre Hopkins.
Or AJ. It could have been AJ.
Came down with it, and it was like, man, Kyler Murray cannot be stopped right now. He looks
DeAndre Hopkins? He pretty good, huh?
Yeah. I can't believe Houston traded him for nothing.
You know where he's from? This is from South Carolina, brother. South Carolina. Anyway, they traded him because Bill O'Brien was like, "Oh, I'm about to get out of here. I'm about to crash this whole franchise."
Yeah. For real.
I'm trading away everybody.
They took a knife to it and gut it out, man.
But what was all going on in that place? Who knows? Maybe he was doing a great job of keeping it all in.
What is going to happen with Desean Watson this year?
Nick, to be honest with you, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he's just out. Is it the allegations? Is that why he's not playing? Because of allegations?
I have no idea. I think he's been asking to get traded, and they don't want to trade him.
We'll take him.
Yeah, for real.
We'll take him.
No, who was their starting quarterback? Because
they can have anybody off our whole team except for TJ Watt.
Yeah, even Harris?
Take him.
He's like, get rid of Adam on him.
What did you just say, though?
The starting quarterback for them.
Tyrod Taylor.
I don't remember who for Houston.
Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, Tyrod Taylor. He got hurt last week, didn't he? He got hurt last week, and the backup quarterback, who was a rookie, right?
I don't know. Who's the backup?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know his name, but I know he played. So I was like, hey, are we going to see some Deshaun Watson here soon? Or are they just kind of
And one more thing on week 2, Tua Tagovailoa.
Jumping pass from Kyler went to rookie Rondell Moore. Okay, all right.
Thank you, Desley. I appreciate that.
For a TD at that. All right, D.
Little tubby.
I'm I'm
Tua Tagovailoa broke his ribs, fractured ribs. He's out. I bet you they wish that they had Ryan Fitzpatrick now.
Yeah. Oh shoot, we got to get Desean Watson up in here and save this team, man.
Well, we can't. We got to talk about. We talk about Desean Watson. You got like Desean Watson. You can't really like. You know what I mean? He's on that.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, he doesn't exist right now.
Guys, I don't know what's going on. I gotta turn my drink like this because I don't want them to send me a strike. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, right.
If they want to pay me though,
no free sponsors, bro.
Delicious.
Let's move on to week 3 predictions, my man.
All right, you tell me the games. I'll give you my thought.
Starting off with Carolina and Houston, and Carolina is the 7.5 point favorite.
Oh, I'll take that all day. I think Carolina wins that game by 10, especially with you tell me you just, they did give you Watt, but that was
Watson stuff gets cleared up so you can act. Yeah, me too, Martin.
We all do, man. Desean Watson is the truth, bro.
All right, so we're on to Carolina versus Houston. Carolina is, Run CMC has been looking good.
I like Carolina to win that game. Especially if I'm not sure I don't know for sure if Tyrod Taylor's playing this weekend or not, but even if he is playing, I still like the Panthers to win that one by 10. Even if he's Darnold, man. And then he beat the Jets, didn't he? I bet that had to feel good for him.
Invigorating.
I would have been turning up out there.
I'm high on buying on Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers right now.
Who's in that division?
For the NFC South, that has the Saints. That has NFC South is
Tennessee.
Dallas, right? Tennessee, and
Houston.
Man,
Houston.
I'm drawing a blank.
Houston.
It is Houston. Sorry, man, my head's cloggy today.
Oh, that's okay.
Here we go. Martin says, if Carolina does not score 30 points, I'll be surprised. And no Tyrod, he on IR. All right.
That's why I'm going. I'm hammering Carolina to win that game.
Even if Tyrod was playing,
the way that defense is playing for Panthers, they're flying around right now. I'm telling you, bro. I hammer that. I got Carolina by 10.
All right. Let's move on to Arizona and Jacksonville. Obviously, Arizona is the 7.5 point favorite.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's it, man. I like Trevor Lawrence. He seems all right. I got no problem with him, but he's not the answer to fix all of the Jacksonville Jaguars' problems, man.
They have organizational problems. It's not just team problems, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to, stir the pot or anything, but I was checking the rumor mill, and it told me that Urban Meyer is already thinking about getting out of there and headed over to that USC job, from what I'm hearing.
Beautiful. I like to hear that. Because they got to hit the reset button. I know they've already hit the reset button, but they got to hit it again.
They just got Trevor Lawrence. We'll see. We'll give him a couple more time.
I know we're saying that it's early, but I don't like it. It looks ugly.
I like Arizona in that game as well by at least 7.
If I was betting on this, I would be taking the Arizona Cardinals with 7.5 taken away from them. No doubt. No doubt.
I expect big numbers I expect big fantasy numbers from Kyler Murray. If you got Kyler Murray on your fantasy team this week, start him.
Indianapolis Colts, and they visit Tennessee in Tennessee, and Tennessee is the 5.5 point favorites.
That's a weird number. I got Tennessee winning that game, 5.5.
10.5? I meant 5.5.
Yeah, that's weird to me. That's a weird spread. I would take Tennessee by 7. Especially since Carson Wentz somehow sprained both his ankles. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, dude, guy can't.
That guy had that 1 year, and then it just seems like he cannot get right.
You gotta have Gardner Minshew come and save you in the Super Bowl, baby.
Nick Foles. It was Nick Foles.
Stop.
They built a statue of Nick Foles outside of his stadium when he was still there. I mean, that's got to be tough for the Eagles.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I mean, Nick
Foles. Philly? You want to go Philly? We're going Philly? That's bad. You don't know about that.
Yeah, right. I'm taking Tennessee. I think Indianapolis could give them a run for their money. I don't think.
Their defense is their strong point. So
Yeah. And I didn't really see anything from Indianapolis in week 1 where the Seahawks beat them. That I mean, there was a couple things that were issues there, obviously, since they lost. But overall, I think they're looking pretty good for the season as far as 2 games go. I think they're 1-1, right?
who the Colts?
No, they lost to the Rams this week too.
They're 0-2.
Yeah, they're 0-2. Close games though, right?
Yeah, but there's no moral victories here in NFL, brother.
You're right. A loss is a loss is a loss. Indianapolis is a good team this year. I know Tennessee just ran all over Seattle, but I mean, I'm taking Tennessee with 5.5 for sure.
No problem. And I got Derrick Henry rushing for 578 yards this weekend.
That's amazing. I have him running over 100 for sure, though.
Oh yeah, he's gonna plow through that team.
All right, let's move on to.
And Tannehill's gonna deke and dunk for about 180 yards. He'll throw it like 40 yards at the most, and then he'll love his little 10, 15, 20-yard passes downfield.
Just dink and dunk all the way down?
I think he went to Texas A&M, I think.
Let's move to Baltimore, and they're visiting Detroit, and Baltimore's the 9.5-point favorite.
Of course, they're gonna get another win.
I think that's an easy W for the Ravens.
I know, and
MCD surging against Detroit right now, because I think the games that they've had were relatively close.
I like the new Lions head coach, Dan Campbell, but there's just certain franchises, certain teams. Jacksonville, Detroit. For years Detroit. It was Cleveland, but they've turned it around. They've turned it around. I'll give them that. But and with Jared Goff didn't look terrible last week until it started raining, and the ball was wet. He looked like he never practiced with a wet football day in his life. He had two fumbles. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he was playing in LA for a few years.
That's true. No rain.
Yeah. Hardly rain.
It comes down in Motown.
Yeah.
So I like
Baltimore for sure.
For sure, I got Lamar. He'll do fine. They'll do fine. That's just not a game. I probably won't even watch that game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think it honestly, like I said, I'm not saying anything bad about Detroit right now, but
I am.
The Ravens look like they could stomp on Detroit to me.
The Ravens look good. They look good. That's that style. That's a good style, but it's not going to work in the playoffs.
Probably not. I'm just glad to see that Detroit walked away from Matt Patricia.
He's back in for the Patriots now, right? Is he back on the Patriots?
I don't think he's working for anybody, if I'm not mistaken.
You think Bill Belichick regrets letting Tom and Gronk go now? He has to, right?
Yeah, he's the senior football advisor for New England right now. Yeah. I would be.
He thought he had it figured out, didn't he?
Yeah.
That one, yeah. Oh well. What's next?
I'm not hating on Mac Jones there though. Looking good.
Hey, he ain't thrown a pick yet. That's solid for a rookie.
Yep. Washington football team at Buffalo Bills. And
hey, don't sleep on my dog Heineke. Give him a cold Heineke and just get that thing rolling. He looked good this past weekend.
Yep.
Granted, I think they played the Giants, so I mean,
Buffalo's got the 8.5-point favorite, and I think they will cover it easily.
I think I take the Giants for that spread right there.
For Washington versus
I'm sorry. I'm taking Washington, and I'll take the 8.5.
Okay. Who wins it straight up?
Buffalo.
Yeah, I think so too. But I would take 8.5. I think Buffalo is going to end up scoring a couple defensive not a couple, but a defensive touchdown with a few turnovers.
I think Chase Young and the boys are going to be all over his ass. Jared Allen. I'm sorry, Jared Allen. Josh Allen.
I'm having one of those. I'm having one of those days too, man.
Hey, Jared Allen, Josh Allen, that's super similar.
Yeah. So we both in agreement on Buffalo.
But I would take that 8.5.
Yeah, I would take the 8.5. I would still take Buffalo.
Not me. I think that they win by a field goal or a touchdown. I think Washington's defense keeps them in the game. I think Heineke makes enough plays to keep it a game. Where's the game at?
It's in Buffalo.
That's tough, but I still stick with the football team.
Okay, the football team. They need a name. I don't know what the hell's taking them so long.
I like that one.
The Chargers are visiting the Chiefs, division rival game, and it's in Kansas City.
I mean, as much as I love Justin Herbert. I think he's a great future quarterback, doing some big things. I like Keenan Allen out there catching the ball, but I mean, it's hard to pick against the Chiefs, man. I mean, they are loaded. They lost to Lamar for the first time in them, but that game could have gone either way, Nick. So I mean, let's be honest here. Nobody in their right mind could. What's the spread?
The Chiefs are the favorites with 6.5.
So I think they win by at least a touchdown. So yeah, I'll go with Chiefs.
I would take the Chiefs and the points.
Absolutely.
I think the Chiefs. They, like you said, they're loaded. They're stacked. They're
Look to have a big bounce back week next week.
And that's the reason why they've been contending for the last few years. Hate on Patty Mahomes all you want, anybody out there, but I mean, just like Tom Brady, they're both kind of the real deal. I'm not comparing the two right now. I'm just saying they're both elite quarterbacks.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I mean, we're going to be dealing with the Chiefs for the next 10 years, man.
Yeah, I think so too. That's the next dynasty, I think.
Chill out.
The next dynasty, man. Chill out, he says. So let's move on to Chicago visiting the Browns, and the Browns have a 7.5-point favorite.
Justin Fields is starting. It came out.
Good.
He's starting.
Andy Dalton got hurt, didn't he?
Apparently not. He's starting this week. They put it out there.
How is Andy Dalton starting and Justin Fields starting?
They're not. Justin Fields is starting this week. I'm telling you.
Okay, so what I was saying is Andy Dalton got hurt, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. And then we're on the same page here. I don't have a problem with the Browns or the Bears this year. The only problem I have with the Browns right now is their receiving corps. The paper that they have of the receiving corps should be doing better than what they are. They're lucky they got Nick Chubb there helping out and a good defense.
Bro, the Browns, listen, it's a lot of it is on Baker's. I'm telling you, they are nobody. Baker, his team is loaded around him, bro. He has no reason not to have Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Odell Beckham Jr., Jarvis Landry, Ndoku, whatever the tight end's name is.
Yeah.
One of the best O-lines, if not the best O-line in football. Bro, I'm telling you, they're not going to go as far as they can because when the game comes down to having to be on Baker's, when Baker has to carry that team and the running game's not going, I'm sorry, but he can't get it done.
I want to disagree with you, but I can't because I don't know if you like Baker Mayfield or not, but
who likes him?
You. I don't dislike him. Yeah, there you go.
I don't like that guy. When he was in college, we played them for some reason 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
And we had a 21-point lead on him, almost knocked him off. And he came back and beat us, and he did his stupid showboat shit. And ever since then, it's personal between me and Baker Mayfield. If I ever see him, it's on site. Tell him I said
it. A little fisticuffs.
Tell him I said it. He ain't like 5'11".
I'm
Nah,
taking the Browns in this one, man.
He's a decent quarterback.
I don't hate I think just give him a little bit more time to, develop a little bit more. I think he could be a lot better.
It's like his
His wide
fourth.
receivers need to stay healthy though, bro. Like,
Yeah,
oh
I
my
don't think
God.
Odell's even playing, right? Odell's not even
Odell
playing.
and Jarvis, just neither of them can. I don't know when the last time either of them finished an entire season, 16 games.
Odell been hurt for a while. Seemed like.
I feel like he's been hurt since he was in New York, bro. Like it's just that's how I feel. The guy's been in the league for 8 years, probably only done what 3-4 full seasons.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, man, that Cleveland is legit though, bro. Their defense is legit.
I agree with you. I'm taking the Browns in this one.
Who are they playing? The Bears? Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so here's your game: the Bengals versus the Steelers, and the Steelers have a 4.5-point favorite.
I like that.
Hold on. Do not trust Baker Mayfield long term. Just this game.
That's what I was saying, Jake.
I like it.
I don't think he's the answer for them, brother.
I just think the dude needs a little bit more time and to like have somebody
put Russell or Desean Watson on a team like that loaded. Tell me what they do.
Yeah, take Baker Mayfield out there and put Desean Watson in. Like, oh, dude, like
Super Bowl.
They're competing. Yeah, they're
what I'm saying.
Contenders.
That's what I'm saying. But all right, Pittsburgh versus the Bengals.
Pittsburgh's got a 4.5-point favorite.
I like that. I like it. It's a division rivalry. We always play. It's always a tough game when we play them. Dirty, gritty, hard tackling, low scoring. Same thing with the Ravens. I like us still to win this game. I still believe that we're a better team than them, even though they do have. I think they have the better quarterback at this point. And I have to. Sorry, that's Mike Tomlin. He's texting me. He wants to know if I gotta talk to him about TJ Watt. I don't know for sure if he's playing or not. He has a growing. So if TJ Watt don't play, that's a huge factor for us. Let's get that out there right now. So I don't know, man. We need to have a bounce back week. I mean, if we go out there and lose to the Bengals, we need every division win we can get. Those are more important than any other win. Because you win your division, no matter what else you got going on, you'll get a home playoff game. You know what I mean?
Right.
And now that they're letting two extra teams in the playoffs this year, man, it's going to be an extra game. I don't know, man. I hope Ben comes in healthy. I know he has the shoulder problem. Like I said, I talked to the doctors, and they told me he should be good to go. Have a little soreness. They'll give him a little shot, numb it up. Ben tough as they come. We'll see. Najee Harris got to get the run game going. O-line got to block. And if Ben can stay upright, I think we'll be okay. But I'm not sleeping on Joe Burrow and the Bengals, but I like us to win by at least a field goal. So I think that's a dead on solid pick right there.
Jake says Mayfield is in a guy as he just said, Mayfield has everything and still can't get it done.
Hey, that's facts,
I like
Jake.
That. Yeah. And then Cody says Bengals in the last 16 road games are sitting at 1-15-1. Steelers should be embarrassed if they lose.
Yeah, but Joe Burrow didn't play but 2 games last year. In those 2 games, he looked good. I'm telling you, man. Shout out to Cody, my guy, anyway, but for watching this, bro. I appreciate that. And, yeah, man, the Bengals are 1-15-1 in their last road games, but Joe Burrow's playing behind them now, and it's always a close game. I mean, we should win. Don't get it wrong, but that's what I'm saying. Don't sleep on Joey B, man. Hey, but don't get it twisted. I got Pittsburgh going in there, knocking their ass around, beating the Bengals like we always do. We're taking the dub.
The only reason why I'm leaning more towards the Steelers right now is the home field advantage, and I think that they really need to bounce back from this. I do think Joe Burrow could definitely get it going, and they could win this game.
I think if TJ Watt's playing, if he's healthy, we got our full linemen going, I think we're on Joe Burrow's ass, and he's not ready for that. Coming off that knee injury, he's not ready for that.
I'm skeptical about picking Pittsburgh for this one, but I am going to pick Pittsburgh for this one.
Well, what's your heart? I mean, what do you feel like when you first think about it, who do you think?
Pittsburgh for sure, but I like I said, we've been talking about this so much this episode specifically that it is a week to week thing right now. And anything, I mean, we don't know stuff that's going to happen later, obviously, but the 2 games that we've watched doesn't really tell the tale.
Right. No, it's so much. It's so much more of the season to go, and it's an extra game. It's 17 games this year.
Yeah.
Like Aaron Rodgers says, just relax.
Bengals defense isn't as strong as it needs to be. They're a team to watch for next year when Pittsburgh is no longer in it. Goodbye.
All right, Jake. Hey, Jake, watch your mouth now. Don't get carried away.
Yeah, the only reason why is my instincts to pick Pittsburgh here because I always think of Pittsburgh being the better team over the Bengals, right? I mean,
absolutely,
legitimately. The Bengals, as he said, here you go.
Everybody hates greatness. We are the standard.
As Cody said, 1-15-1 in the last 16 road games. So that's the reason why I'm sticking with the the Steelers. Home field advantage. The Pittsburgh Steelers have regularly been better than the Bengals, and that record is disgusting.
Listen, Mike Tomlin will have them boys coached up. He's the best coach in the fucking league. Maybe not the best like play caller coach, but he's the best like players coach in the league. And
he takes care of his dudes. I mean, all that stuff that was popping off with Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown, he was keeping a hush hush and doing really good with it, man.
Hey, and then that's the thing about us, bro. We don't pay nobody. If you don't want to be here, bro, be gone. We're the Steelers, bro. Our legacy's already built. We're the standard. The standard is the standard, as Mike Tomlin says.
You're the standard?
We're the standard.
I like the banter.
Hey, the Patriots are washed right now.
Oh, man.
Anyway, Steelers by 7.
We're both on the Steelers.
Steelers by 7.
I wouldn't take Pittsburgh at 4.5. I would take the Cincinnati Bengals plus 4.5.
Okay. It's probably going to be a 3-point game.
I would take the Bengals on the spread.
Fair.
Atlanta is visiting the Giants.
Oh, well, let's just go to the next game. Skip this game. What's the next one?
Skip this game? Okay. Well, I mean, hold on. New York's the 3-point favorite.
Oh,
I don't really care. I don't like how Atlanta's looking right now, and I think Matt Ryan's – it's time to hang it up, man.
I have a confession.
Huh.
The Giants – now, listen, there's 2 teams that I like. The Steelers and then the Steelers, okay? But my that's my top 2 favorite teams. The Steelers and then the Pittsburgh. But I have an NFC team that I pull for, and it is the Giants. Ever since back when Eli beat Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl. I appreciated him for that. I respect him for that. I thank him for that.
My man, it's okay to be wrong.
Hey, listen. Oh, he's mad because I brought up, Eli beating Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
You said that before. You said that. It's okay. All right. I'm gonna take the Giants just simply on the fact that I think it's time for Ryan to hang it up. I don't know what the hell's going on. And
hang it up.
Yeah.
You think he's done?
Matt Ryan needs to hang it up, dude. The dude's done, man.
That's Boston College finest. You can't say that
over it, bro. I'm over it, man. He's a great quarterback. He puts up the numbers, but
bro, they haven't been right. They have not been right, bro, since they blew that lead.
This is true on the comment down here, but I just want to throw out the man trips at the 1 yard
He's
line.
He's a fumbling machine. He's a turnover machine.
It's true.
This guy turns the ball he fumbles the ball like 2-3 times a game.
I'm taking New York.
Hey, he's faster than Lamar Jackson. Last year he was clocked at top speed, faster than Lamar Jackson. Don't get it twisted.
Fair on that.
Hey, but the thing about that is, Nick, he's not the long-term answer, bro.
I don't think so either.
That's the thing about it. But dog, in the NFL, there's only like maybe 8 or 9 quarterbacks, bro, that are like legit, in my opinion.
Lamar Jackson is overrated, Jake says. I think the guy's going to get hurt eventually. And we're going to see a Robert Griffin III incident with Lamar.
In my opinion, he can't be overrated because he's not highly rated in my book. So,
okay, I like that.
You got to be. I got to have a. First of all, yeah, that style. Oh, all this and that. Look all good and this and that. But that's why he's constantly getting bounced out of the playoffs in the first round because that shit don't work in the playoffs.
Facts. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one, and it is Miami visiting the Raiders, and Miami is the 3.5-point favorite.
That can't be right. That can't be right.
It is. That's what I got.
Even after Tua just broke his ribs?
This was posted 4 hours ago.
Oh, I'll take the Raiders all day with the 4 points.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, shoot, bro. The Raiders have been looking nice. All right. I know they played
the get pass yards.
Yeah, Derek Carr is. I say this over and over, firing on all cylinders, but firing on all cylinders is the best way I can describe how when somebody's doing really good. And I mean, dude,
what that team's feeling good, man. They beat us.
Was amazing. Yeah, so give me the Raiders all day. I will take the points and get the victory. And I think Raiders are going to come out 3-0 this week.
Yeah, especially with Tua not playing. They got some backup guy playing, of course.
Yeah. All right. So the Jets are going to Denver to play the Broncos. And the Broncos are the 6.5-point favorite. Oh, I'm looking at the money line here. Excuse me. They're the 10.5-point favorite. Las Vegas is a 3.5-point favorite. I was looking at the money line. Excuse me. That was my bad. Brady, Rodgers, Mahomes, Watson, Wilson, Burrow, Murray, Allen, Stafford, Prescott, Herbert, Big Ben, all legit 12. I like it.
Hey, Jake. Big Ben ain't hurts my heart, bro, but Big Ben ain't up there no more, bro.
I hate hearing you say that. That's
17 years.
A moment of silence. Shoot.
Oh, I want to put it out there for the podcast for everybody to know. I am going to see Ben on his swan song. I will be in Pittsburgh at Heinz Field when they play the Seahawks October 19th. I'll be there, blacked out, terrible towel waving. You know how it's because I'm going to be a psycho out there. So just know.
Still wins games. That's all that matters.
That's true. That is true. We're very well coached. Pittsburgh will never not win. I mean, dog, I'm trying to tell people, dog, like we're never going to be like the Dolphins or no. That's just we are. I don't know how to explain it to motherfuckers, dog. Like Pittsburgh, when is Pittsburgh ever like terrible?
Answer for you.
Since Tomlin took over, he hasn't had a losing season in 15 years. So, but next year when Ben's on, it's gonna be a tough test.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll give that to you.
Desean Watson. I'm putting it out there.
I'm ready for Ryan to be done.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm ready for Ryan to be done.
Y'all just said
great quarterback. Yeah, I think he's a great quarterback. I'm buying super high on Carr right now. Like I'm riding the Carr train. The Carr train. The Jets and the Broncos. Yeah, you're right. I agree with that. The Broncos are the 10.5-point favorites, and I think they're easily the 10.5-point favorites here.
I think 10.5 is a lot.
For the Jets?
Yeah, that's a lot of points, man. Are they playing Mile High?
It is a lot of points, but you don't think Denver can cover that?
They're in Mile High, or are they playing in New York?
It's in Denver.
A lot of field goals going to be kicked out. A lot of field goals with that low altitude, that high altitude. A lot of field goals going in.
Jets got smoked by New England this week. And then week 1, I can't remember off the top of my head. Give me 1 second. Week 1, the Jets 14-19 to the Panthers in Carolina.
Okay. See, that's not I don't know. I think I would take the Jets with the 10. Give me the points.
All right. He says it's the damn Jets. Wilson just threw 4 interceptions, 3 in the first half against the Patriots.
I'm just not that high on the.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. I'm taking the Broncos with 10.5, or taking away 10.5, bro. Like I Denver gets it done
by 7.
It's gonna be more than 7, my man.
9.
Tampa Bay, Los Angeles. This is gonna be the good
one.
This
is the watch. Game of the week right here.
Game. This is the game. Shoot.
Who you got?
I can't bet against Tom Brady right now, man. I just can't. It hurts me to say that. It hurts me. I hate it. I don't like saying it. It really bugs the shit out of me.
Dog, Jalen Ramsey is flying around. Have you watched them play? Ramsey, they're letting them play all over the field. He's looking like Palomalu out there, flying around out there.
Even against the Seahawks Legion of Boom, he dinked and dunked the right way. Like, he's going to get it. He's going to get it, dude. Rams all the way, he says.
Aaron Donald bringing the pressure?
I'm taking the
Bucks. What's the spread?
Yeah, I was about to get to that. Bucks 1.5. Now, I don't know if I would. Yeah, it's a flip 'em. I'm taking
the fucking Rams. Matthew Stafford all fucking day. Air it out. Cooper Kupp. Tom Brady gets put on his fucking back by Aaron Donald, and you can't throw off your back.
All right. Okay. I think we're going to see a few Gronk spikes in this one.
Gronk football spike. That's all he knows.
All right, man. So we're split on that one. I like that. That's cool. I'll be paying attention to that. This will be the Seahawks versus the Minnesota Vikings in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And Seattle's the 1.5 favorite.
Pick them. I'm going to pick them. In Minnesota?
I have them winning this game in my previous record or in my last predictions, but God, did they look bad in the second half, man. I'm not impressed by that at all. Like, I feel like the Seahawks got knocked down a few pegs last week, like really badly.
I don't know, man.
Minnesota hasn't been playing terrible football. I mean,
no.
They're 0-2, but
they're due. They're due.
Yeah. Shoot, man. I think the bias in me is going to take Seattle, but it's not going to be as close as Russ will cook versus Minnesota. Definitely,
no.
Minnesota defense.
Yeah, where was Chef Russ at last week? The kitchen was closed.
My man DK needs to start catching some balls, bro.
He's overrated.
Like I said, Tyler Lockett is the number 1 wide receiver. You don't get that twisted. You aim at him more than you aim at DK, but DK needs to catch those passes, dude. I don't know how many times on third down they threw it to DK and he dropped the ball.
That's not a good look for your best receiver.
It's not a good look. It's not a good look for let Russ cook people out there. They need to establish a little bit more of a run game this week too. And I don't know if Minnesota's defense is stout enough to stop Chris Carson from breaking a long one in this one. I think it's going to be heavy on the run game this week.
Hey, don't listen. Florida State's finest, Dalvin Cook, is a different animal, bro. He's like a poor man's Alvin Kamara, and I hate to say that because he's great, but he's not quite as good as Alvin Kamara. He's like one step below. But Kirk Cousins, I don't see him. He robbed Minnesota for $80 million when he signed there. I couldn't believe it. It blew my mind. And I don't see him being. I don't see them. What's the 7-0 against Minnesota? Hey, I feel you. That is true. That. I like that stat. Even though one of those times was when that guy missed that field goal in the playoffs. I know you remember that, and that y'all went into overtime.
Laces out. What the Blair Kick Project. They ended up signing him the next damn season.
Yep. But I think we'll have a bounce back game. I think Russ plays better. I think Pete Carroll gets out there chewing the gum, and he's gonna have the boys ready to play. He's throwing the ball around with him and Russell playing catch. And I mean, I don't know though, man. Minnesota's not an easy. They're not a pushover team, man. They got a good D. I really like Dalvin Cook. I don't like Kirk Cousins, and for that reason, I'm going to go with the Hawks, and I like the Hawks by 7.
All right, I like that. All right, next one we got on deck is the Green Bay Packers visiting the San Francisco 49ers, and the 49ers are a 3.5 point spread or 3.5 point favorite. I don't know if 3.5 points is justified against the Packers right now. Honestly, I don't even know if San Francisco I don't know if San Francisco wins this one. I honestly think I'm going to pick the Packers.
I'm taking the Packers. If you give me Aaron Rodgers with 3 points to start the game off, and he's known to beat up the 49ers a little bit,
Yeah.
Because they didn't pick him. I don't know if you know that or not, but he's always held that against them.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is a division game, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. Excuse me. What the hell am I talking about? I was thinking of Minnesota because we were just talking about Minnesota.
Yeah. No.
One of those days. But yeah, I'm taking the Packers on this one.
I think the 49ers little winning streak comes to an end right here. I think Packers are playing better football now after that first day. They got that ugly loss out of the way the first game. And even though I hate him with a passion, Aaron Rodgers is still Aaron Rodgers. He still slings that rock like nobody else. And so I'm going to go with the Packers.
All right. Let's go Philadelphia visiting Dallas. What are your thoughts on this one? It's in Dallas, and it is a Monday night game.
I think Philly only got that win week 1 because Atlanta's defense is the worst in the NFL. And I think the Cowboys, even though they have a lot of injuries right now, I still think they're better than the Eagles. So I will go with the Eagles. I think Prescott has a big game in this one. And I think Ezekiel Elliott might have a big bounce-back game as well because the Eagles aren't going to – I mean, they do a good job of stopping the run with Fletcher Cox up front and those guys, but I think the Cowboys win this game because I'm not a big fan of Jalen Hurts, and I think Prescott's playing really good football right now.
I'm going to have to agree with you. I like what I'm seeing out of Dak. I think he could be definitely improving right now. But, he had that horrible injury last season. So I'm not expecting him to, come out here guns blazing already. It's week 2. So I'm not really high on what's on in Philadelphia. I like you said you don't like Jalen Hurts, but I think he's a young, up-and-coming quarterback. Give him a little bit of time, and the team could be looking a little bit better.
Up and coming where?
Looking at me like I'm crazy.
Jalen Hurts
is a little better than what they are now. You think he's garbage?
Yeah.
You think he's garbage?
Trash.
Wow. I wouldn't go that far yet, but
I watched him play in college, don't forget.
That's cool. Just the NFL now, though.
Hey, man. What'd I say?
I heard you. I heard
trash. He's just like Tua. He's just like Tua, but maybe worse.
I'm definitely taking the Cowboys in this one, though, too, for sure.
Me too.
All right. So that will get all of the picks for week 3 in. We talked a little bit about the week 2. Do you have anything else that you want to add?
No, just looking forward to some big games this weekend as far as, that goes.
Tell me a little bit about this Canelo and Plant here on I want to talk a little bit of sports with you. There
you go. Now you're talking my language, little combat sports. Yeah, Canelo and Caleb Plant, November 6th. Big fight here. Canelo Alvarez, number 1 boxer and pound for pound in the world, going against a bigger guy for the first time in a long time. Caleb Plant, undefeated, 21-0. If nobody's seen it, go watch the press conference today. They had a big dust up. Somebody got pushed, punches thrown, eye cut. I'm interested in this fight a lot because Canelo is finally fighting up a weight class, fighting somebody taller, a bigger man than him. And Caleb Plant, 21-0, undefeated fighter. I'm sure he has all the confidence in the world. So it should be a extremely good fight. And the build-up is going to be even better now. We have a whole other month. And even though, it's not a good look to have them fighting, let's be honest, it just builds the fight even more. The promoters love it. We all love that kind of stuff. That's just how it is. So Me and you actually watched the last Canelo fight together when he fought Ben Saunders, who I thought was going to do something, and he busted his eye like a damn watermelon. So, I mean,
Yeah.
that was pretty vicious.
Did you end up watching any of the UFC?
Which one?
Fight night.
No.
Fight night?
Oh, I mean the Anthony one that just passed this past weekend?
Yep.
Oh, no, that was I watched the highlights, but I didn't watch that card. But this Saturday, live, September 25th, they got Brian Ortega versus Alex Bonacci for the 145-pound belt. And then you got Shevchenko versus Brittany Murphy. Yes, that's a stacked card. And then you got one of my favorites. After 6 years, the one and only Nick Diaz coming back to fight Robbie Lawler. Diaz visit. Diaz, the Diaz brothers, my favorite fighters. So that card is absolutely stacked. You got 2 title fights, plus Diaz, which is a 5-round fight in the middle of the card. Who else gets that kind of privilege besides Diaz brothers? Exactly. But tune in Saturday night. I'll be watching. The world will be watching. Big title fights. The return of Nick Diaz. Can't wait for that fight this weekend.
What are your thoughts on the Curtis Blaze Rosenstruck fight?
They're both fucking bums, and Curtis Blaze probably wins that fight by decision.
All right. Okay. Cool, man. I'm gonna watch it just so that we can talk about it.
Watch it, bro. It should be a good card.
I'll watch it, and we'll make sure we get talking about it next week.
Order it.
Yep, I'm gonna order it.
Proper fun, the proper way.
Yeah, I pay for pay-per-views.
Pay for $60. No, but it should be a good. It's gonna be a good weekend in sports. I really do feel like that. There's a lot going on. What are you laughing at, bro?
This is just funny. Keep going, man.
Anyways, Tennessee plays Florida this weekend. I know you're not a big college football fan, but shout out Tennessee. Big matchup, SEC matchup against Florida this week. We're sitting at 2-1 right now. Florida's number 11 in the nation. If we could beat them, that'd be big. I don't count on it, but I'm excited about that. Hey, my guy, thanks for calling that out. Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder next month, and I am telling y'all, my boy Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, is going to retain the title. I'll be in the movie theaters watching it just like I was the last one, and that's the biggest fight of the year coming up. Tyson Fury doing it for the dad bods everywhere, whooping ass, taking names. Deontay Wilder, one of the heaviest-handed, 95% knockout rate. You can't get no better than that. He knocked out everybody he's ever fought except for one person, and guess what? They fought twice. Now they're fighting for 3 times. I mean, it's just explosive. 2 high peak performance heavyweights fighting for the belt. One being Tyson Fury, 6'9", 280 pounds. Deontay Wilder, 6'7". I mean, this is a massive human being fight. One punch can end it all. We'll see who wins that. I got Tyson Fury, my favorite heavyweight in boxing right now.
I like it. I'm excited for that one. We definitely got to watch that one.
Oh, I'll be at the movie theater. I'll get you a ticket if you can get back on this side of town.
Bet, man. I'm back on Sunday, so hopefully.
Back where, though?
Back in Washington.
Which part?
I'm not going to discuss it on stream.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Do we have anything else we want to cover?
Look at my notes. No, we went over the big fights this weekend. My boy Nick Diaz coming back after 6 years. The Rams in Tampa Bay, big game this weekend, number 1 and number 2 in the power rankings. And then I like the Packers and 49ers. I think those are the 2 big games this weekend. And it's going to be a good weekend in sports. Got combat sports, college football, pro football. Can't ask for nothing better than that, man.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to continue doing this. Hopefully we don't miss a week again like we did last week. I'm going to be raring to go, and everything is going to be on point. If you guys had fun with us, make sure you guys like the channel, share it, subscribe, do whatever you got to do. Leave a comment, all the stuff. Show us some love. We need it. We're trying to rebuild this again. So here we go. We'll see you guys next week. Enjoy your guys' weekend. Enjoy the football. Enjoy the fights. Have a blast. Be safe. And be good people.